WZR.com/chat. We're going to be taking your live phone calls here in just a little bit at some point during hour number 2. What's that?
You know what we got to talk about, man?
What's that?
What's going on with SmackDown that I'm reading over here? What do we got?
That's crazy.
That is crazy. You know what I've heard from some MMA sources that email me and shit?
What is that?
That my network TV is going to be gone soon, like the whole network. They're getting rid of the whole thing.
Really? See, I didn't.
Yeah, and that's why WWE jumped off, because they knew it was coming. Like, they already knew ahead of time or whatever. They're getting rid of that whole network.
Do you know that here's the problem, dude, is when you take... My network TV is available in many more homes than
Well,
Sci-Fi.
it's a network station. It's not a cable... Sci-Fi is a cable station, and even that gets limited coverage. Like, as opposed... Like, USA's covered more than Sci-Fi in homes, and they're both cable channels.
Right.
My network TV's basic. It's, it's network television, broadcast TV, so it's like NBC, all those.
But the thing is Sci-Fi, the Sci-Fi network is available in 13 million less homes than my network TV, which means when you break it down into viewership, that's a 12% loss. And I don't think people realize.
What does that mean? How much is that? Like, what would that be like? Okay, so 10%, if it was 10 for easy math, if it was, how many, what does it get, like 4 million viewers? Not a rating, but
you do
about 4 million a week?
I would say, a 1.9 rating is probably around 4 million, somewhere around there. And then you're going to take about 12% off of that when they move over to the Sci-Fi network. And Jim Ross made a good point in one of his blogs, I think yesterday or today, where basically he said when you go into a hotel room, and a lot of those rooms have stations such as, the basic cable, exactly, My Network TV and things like that, and they're no longer going to be available. So when you break it down, SmackDown's already drawing a 1.9 rating, which is horrible. You know what I mean? On a weekly basis, and then you take them and you move them over to Sci-Fi, and you're going to take an even bigger dip, at least a 12% drop, because you're losing 13 million homes. So
what you got to understand is, though, they're not doing this for like more money or because of anything else. It's something they had to do. They had to find a new network, because IFL used to air on My Network TV, and some of the guys I used to talk to, because IFL used to suck my dick for coverage, almost literally. So they were telling me, like, yo, the whole network's gone soon. Like, I said, really? I said, that must be why WWE jumped off.
And they're probably right with that, because there would be no reason. Why would they take a show that is currently right now available to more viewers and move it to the Sci-Fi network? Something's got to be up with My Network TV.
That's why. Yeah, My Network TV's gone, bro. I think they're just getting through. They got ongoing outstanding contracts with companies and shit, and they're trying to do all that, and that's pretty much it. They're going to be gone soon. So maybe it'll just be a format change or a different state, whatever. But My Network TV it's less.
No, I would agree with that, man, because there's obviously a reason why WWE is taking SmackDown and moving it to the Sci-Fi network.
But what I love about WWE is they're such a gangster company, man. Like, they just took Sci-Fi used to be for fucking science fiction, like Star Trek and shit.
Oh, I know.
And they put one little crappy show on there, then they put another crappy show, and they take over the whole network everywhere they go. USA, Spike, Sci-Fi, wherever they go.
When you go in and you can tell people that we can draw you at
clear off your whole Friday schedule. We want to put our new show over there. All right.
No doubt. But the Friday schedule, they've got shows on there that are probably doing 0.5 to 0.6. And when WWE comes in, I don't care if they're the Sci-Fi network. I don't care if they're the fucking women's network. If you go in and you tell somebody that, hey, we can deliver you a 1.5 cable rating on a weekly basis, sure, they're going to take you up on the opportunity, because it's way better than what they have currently airing, you know what I mean? Or ratings-wise. Ratings is
all you need. Howard Stern learned that a long time ago. They were actually talking about Donald Trump was on there. They were both talking about how if you get ratings, like Howard used to make it a career, he would talk so much shit to the executives, and they wouldn't do anything because of his ratings. Like, he was untouchable because of his ratings. Right. And the second he didn't get ratings, it doesn't matter how, and he compared it to, like, he could get all them ratings, talk so much shit, and they wouldn't do a fucking thing because he's got all these numbers. But comparatively, some little jerk-off who isn't getting ratings, who's the nicest guy in the world and talks correctly and loves the network and treats the executives great.
Oh, yeah.
they'll fire him in 2 seconds. No matter how much. If he's not getting ratings, is all you need, and you can do whatever you want, pretty much.
Exactly. I mean, ratings,
especially if it's an established product like professional wrestling. Like, they're not going to lose that 1 point. It might shed a little bit, but no matter what, it's going to be the biggest show on their network as soon as it lands. The first episode will break any record of anything that ever aired on Sci-Fi, probably.
No,
isn't like some of the highest rated shows on that network like a 0.6, 0.7, 0.8?
Oh yeah, dude.
They don't do shit for any show.
Oh yeah.
So SmackDown will come in and they'll destroy everything they do on a weekly basis.
Oh yeah. But it's just the fact that WWE on the Sci-Fi now, I mean, that shit
sounds bad. Yeah,
it's all about ratings, dude. I'm looking at this press release that they sent out earlier today because a lot of people are asking, what's going to happen to NXT, a show that they just launched 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. I mean,
that's gone, I heard.
Yeah, the press release here, it says Sci-Fi's original Friday night drama series will move to Tuesday night. So Sci-Fi must have done something where, I don't know, maybe they aired a movie every Friday night or something like that. Oh, no, here it is. Series such as Warehouse 13 and Eureka have yielded unprecedented rating success. So I guess SmackDown stays on Friday nights. Shows like Warehouse 13 and Eureka, they move to Tuesday nights. And then it goes on to say WWE NXT will leave Sci-Fi in October as Friday Night SmackDown joins the schedule. Now, that doesn't say that NXT is being canceled. It just simply says that they're leaving the network. Now,
that's a wording issue. I read a report that said it's gone. So.
Well, here's the deal. We put a thing up on the website today where WWE's they're in ongoing talks right now with the Bravo Network, which is another network. I mean, WWE on Bravo? Come on, dude, you know what I mean? But they're in talks with the Bravo Network to bring NXT over there and continue the NXT concept. So, who knows, dude?
The other thing I just realized when I'm looking at WWE taking over networks, like, all right, what was Spike TV called when WWE was first on it?
Jesus, Spike TV. Oh,
TNN. It used to be TNN. It used to be
TNN. That's what.
Yeah, it used to be the Nashville Network, and then they changed it to stand for something else, but it was still TN. What was it? Yeah, TNN. And then they changed it to the new network or whatever, the network, whatever the hell, and then they changed it to Spike TV. All right, Sci-Fi used to be short for science fiction, SCI, FI.
Right.
Now it's SYFY to try and upgrade it, so it's not all science fiction shit.
Oh, yeah.
UPN. SmackDown was on UPN. They changed that to fucking CW. And they changed that to My Network. It's like WWE's always on these channels, and like they rebrand their whole network. I don't know. The UPN, My Network TV probably had nothing to do with WWE, but Sci-Fi was probably directly related to WWE. TNN to Spike TV was obviously directly to WWE because the whole concept was we're not going to be the bull riding station anymore. We're going to be a station for young males. And
we're young males. Yeah, that was the
because WWE draws young males. They're trying to lure those fans into watching similar shows that they would enjoy.
It's just so weird, dude. I mean, this is big, man. A lot bigger than I think a lot of people realize. Whereas SmackDown is like we said earlier, man. It's only drawn a 1.9 rating on a weekly basis. You know what I mean? You take 12% of that viewership, and when you move it over to Sci-Fi, man. I mean, you're talking about a SmackDown rating, and it's going to come in around a 1.4, 1.5. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not good for SmackDown. No. Dude? I mean, and then you've got Raw, and the number looks okay when a 3.2 comes out, right? But keep in mind that you're only 0.3 of a point away from a 2.9 from dipping into the. I mean, they're hovering at this 3.2 rating, in recent weeks, but a 2.9 into the twos is not all that far off, which is obviously not good news for WWE, you know what I mean?
No. So, it's not terrible because they're not going to. No. It's like if they do drop, it won't stay below. I think they have the core of 3.0 or better on a regular basis.
You would think so, dude. You would hope.
They could chip away at it. You never know. I mean, if they keep David Otunga and Jack Swagger's going to be the new stars, and nobody's going to want to see that. I don't want to see that shit.
I know, dude. Well, you should see what they're doing. Spoiler alerts, guys. If you don't want to hear NXT spoilers for tonight, by the way, guys. SmackDown, NXT, and the rest of Superstars was taped earlier today at the O2 Arena in London, England. We've got the spoiler report. It's up on the website right now, so we're not gonna read those off online here. I'm gonna talk about NXT here for just a minute. But if you want SmackDown or NXT spoilers for tonight, go to ProWrestlingScoops.com. We'll plug that, or WZROnline.com. both of those sites have them. We've got them up, so you can read them there. But tonight on NXT, they've got this fucking concept, dude, with these NXT guys. You know what NXT is? It's just a bunch of rookies, right? And they pair them.
Yeah, I watched like the first 10 minutes of the first episode. That's it so far. But I got the taste to know that I didn't want to see it.
Well, here's the deal. A lot of it's kind of like a worked shoot. You know what I mean? Where they bring these guys out. They bring these guys out, okay, and like. For example, tonight, the show opens up and they bring these guys out, and Matt Stryker is on. He does this thing where he tries to get under the skin. Like
you've told me something about that, like the test on how they react live or whatever.
Yeah, these random guys, these random NXT rookies will be backstage, and all of a sudden Matt Stryker will just walk up to him and ask him a question, and bang, no scripted promo, nothing, dude. They just have to go with it, and you get what you get. And it's basically to build these guys up, live TV, you got to be able to cut a promo. You know what I mean? So tonight, they open up the show, and they